Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another little vlog review. This time of Fear the Walking Dead episode, So Close, Yet So Far. I don't know if it was a Tumblr post I did, or if I actually did in the last episode's vlog, but there's Tobias from Animorphs, and I'm sort of like one of those people that's like, only one character can ever be named that name. How dare you? And it seems like the Tobias from Fear is all that home life. And it's like that was a big part of why what happened to Tobias happened. Yeah. And Tobias actually proves to be helpful. He's there in the school and sees the mother, and he's like, so you need, can I have that knife now? Sort of like, hey, you know how I said in the last episode that things were going to get fucked up? Let's see who was right. Oh yeah, I am. And I like his conversation on the world ending. He knows that things are going to hit, shit is going to hit the fan, and it is going to hit the fan hard. He's stocking up on a lot of food, and the mother's like, I don't need that. We'll just be fine. We have enough as is. And it's like, yeah, Tobias is one of those kids that if zombies had existed, zombie lore had existed in the Walking Dead universe, he would have been one of those kids that had a few different variations of a zombie plan and figuring out this is going to happen and this, as he's well suited to looking at survival. I mean, it was like, this is how the world is going to go to shit. And he would have probably been like, here's a couple million ways how to kill zombies, and depending on what variation they are, like, I think Tobias, if he was in our world, would be that dorky of a kid, and it would pay off well in the Walking Dead universe. The family is split up, and I do like this from a storytelling angle. This allows us to easily cover more territory and Fear. Seeing how different areas are going without it, seeming odd, because it's like, of course we're going to be going through more areas. The family split up. So that's good, so we could see more of how different types of people deal with it. I mean, over in the neighborhood, the neighbor gets attacked, and the daughter's like, oh, we gotta save her, and the mother, who had just killed the principal, was just standing at the door and refusing to let her go because she had this haunted look on her face, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I know the last thing we want to do is step out of that door. And oh my god, this didn't really have many walkers in it. It was extremely intense. I mean, some of the intenseness comes from the fact that we didn't know what was happening to what characters or what their whole situation was. When the daughter went to see her boyfriend, I mean, once he started making a moaning sound, I was like, oh my god, did he turn into a walker? I mean, I was pretty sure that would happen, but no. He got bitten, but he hasn't turned yet. He's going through that whole feverish stage. So, yeah, I remember I think the pilot episode of The Walking Dead, Rick had a little bit of a fever, and Morgan and his son had to watch over him, make sure he didn't turn. So yeah. I mean, there's now sort of riots against the police because the public doesn't really know that zombies are trying to exist. And so they just see, police hurting a quote-unquote innocent person. So yeah. And my final thoughts on the Fear the Walking Dead episode, so close yet so far. It definitely had, I believe, more intensity than the pilot episode. This one, the pilot episode was just setting everything up, what's going to happen, here's our characters. So the second episode could really, really play around with what had been established first. They got to play around with the family, got to split them up, get to see how this Walker virus is spreading. Yeah. So it was, I like in The Walking Dead, there hasn't been a time, I think, for a long while where that's intensity and sadness of killing a walker. There's, in The Walking Dead, we've gone on so long in that show where everyone's like killing zombies, shooting them off. Hey, what are you going to do for fun Saturday night? Just shoot some walkers. And this one, the Walker virus is brand new. And so you get to see people trying to deal with the fact that they're killing, that they have to deal with the fact that those were people before, but they're not really who they were before. So yeah, I like that sort of realism of when I actually kill someone, even if they're a walker, that's come back into play. I don't expect that to exist forever, because as soon as they, get used to it, get in rhythm, that will go away. At least for the most part. Except probably for a few instances. There was Merle at the end of season 4. Near the end of season 4, got turned into a walker, and Daryl killing him was intense. So there's probably going to be some moments later on in Fear. If you have any comments or questions about Fear the Walking Dead episode, so close yet so far, please ask me below. I'd love to start a conversation with fellow nerds. And I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see wonderful vlog reviews like these. And since it was Friday, at least when I recorded this, I released a new Dragon Journal entry from Flag Rising, so you can go over there and check that out. It's fun. And if you go to my blog on the sidebar thing, you can see where else I am on the web and say hi. There's a dragon to be named on the sidebar, and if you go there, you can see the rules and benefits of suggesting a name. And the Star Wars poll is still going on. Someone please, someone just go to the blog, just pick a random option or options, and ta-da. If no one votes in the poll by the end, I'll just add a few more days on. So yeah, don't like doing that. And if you have been reading my blog, watching me for a while, and you're like, I really like to donate to Jashikins. I think she's done a great job, and I think she actually deserves it for all the hard work she does. There are ways you can financially donate. I do writing commissions on Fiverr, and on there, if you have a Fear the Walking Dead fanfiction you want, I don't know. So there's going to be, I believe, a plane episode of The Walking Dead, I think, or it might be Fear, I can't remember. But anyway, there's going to be zombies on a plane, so if you want me to write a fan fiction about that, I'll do it. Zombies aren't pleasant and I fear flying. So. And also, I have a Patreon, and the benefits, the rewards are once a month I'll update on the status of my upcoming ebooks, and there will be an exclusive 3-minute vlog. Now, I'm actually going to be going away for the weekend, and I had actually planned to release the vlog and the updates about my ebooks Saturday, but as that's not possible, I wanted to release them both on the same day, but what might happen is I'll release the updates later tonight before I leave, and then do the vlog Monday night and release that, so who knows. And if you're wondering where those links are, if you're watching at the YouTubes, the links are in the description, and if you're watching it on my blog, the links are in the sidebar. The Fiverr link is the one that says Ryan Shop, so. Okay, and until next video, goodbye.